Hello, welcome to another episode of Shards the Void, a fantasy role-playing adventure using Gurps 4th edition. I'm Luke the GM, we are the Kobold Cafe. With us today, we've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared, playing Doman, bringing death and destruction to a neighborhood near you at 10 meters per minute.
That's pretty fast. Checks out. We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Ilklid, the necromancer who is keen on not ending the world so she can murder people and use their corpses for an undead army.
We've got James.
Hey, I'm James. I am playing Leaf. Leaf the Blood Bishop. God of War. Rawr, war.
That's the dumbed down description, but yeah. We've got Z-Warrior.
Hey, I'm Zero Warrior. I am playing Spot, also known as Obscuro Coccineos Cornucopioides Alganeo Viridescens Thermolodendros Potatoes. God damn it, I took my own name.
You suck.
Wah, wah.
In last week's game that you're not involved in, I even modified your name on the fly, ever so slightly.
Yeah, he did. It was.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Nice.
It-
Good to know.
You're gonna be on your deathbed and you're just gonna lean into whoever's like leaning over you. You're gonna be Oxo. Just do the whole thing.
I might change
It's
my
gonna-
might change my name to it, or maybe require in my will that any beneficiaries change the name to it.
Or just have it on your tombstone.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Just so people can be like, "What the deuce?"
yeah. Maybe it records them trying to say it out loud and then plays it back and laughs at them. But we've also got Everoth. We digested. Everoth?
Ever
Yes.
We've got you.
Hello, I am Ulrich. Always happy to sing for you all. I am your bard of the party, acting as a secondary tank.
Apologies. It was the primary tank. Right. I suppose it's
the
just
good warrior of war?
just snap a pencil. Well, last we left off, the world is ending.
Please
Doman.
remind me. I really don't remember what happened last week.
Okay,
I'm so-
last week in particular, you did fly on into Ashwell. Took a couple of days. Word has spread fast throughout the kingdoms. It seems that bad things are happening. You spotted that the mages... two. Oh, he managed to
Three.
get his...
There was 3.
There were only 3. That's rubbish.
Yeah.
What's your game, James? Yeah, you arrived at College Town, big old city centre, that grand palace you've been to before. Saw they were making some kind of diving
Suicide
bell.
machine?
Suicide-
That's what it is. It's this giant suicide machine.
They've got a lot of magic, but yeah, they do plan on putting the Grandmancer, a couple of choice, almost Grandmancers, Sigmund and Leah, in the suicide machine and sending them to the moon where the gods live.
20,000 leagues above the sky.
Yeah, that's it's a bit further than that, but yeah. That's the general idea. Hopefully they don't run into the Kraken or whatever.
Oh, and then that's right. And then Ilklid decided she wanted to kidnap Lee to raise an undead army. That's right. Okay, I remember now.
Mm-hmm. And you are also due to meet with the messenger of... what's his name?
Spiffy pants.
Is it Borisov?
I think so.
Did I make a... Oh, dear Lord. Did I make a cheat for him? I don't think
We're
I
just
did.
on top of this.
Yeah, we...
Top streaming content here, right here, guys.
Rude.
It's like one of it's like maybe we should be taking notes about these things.
And I did write his name down in the chat log, but that won't like.
Weeks of memes ago.
Weeks and weeks of memes ago. Okay, the council is where. No, I might. Yeah, no. Did I fuck write his name down? Anywhere easy to find.
Hey, Spiffy Pants McGee.
Spiffy Pants McGee. I'm pretty sure it's Borisov.
Yeah.
You're meeting with him or his representative or some shit in a bar fairly close to the college, but in a seedier area, to discuss general goings on. I'm pretty sure he's like noticed what's happening as well, and he's agreed to talk to you.
I think the premise of the meeting was general truths to stop the world from ending, so we can all have our evil plans.
Yeah, everyone like it's just truce, time out. Meanwhile, Leaf went to visit the king. Word had travelled to this blood bishop, seeking all the best soldiers out.
He got his ass kicked by one of the best soldiers.
Yeah, one of the best soldiers very nearly killed him. Well, actually, no, miles away from killed him, because, he's a champion of the God of War. But his brains were on show for a second. He can just take that, because he's so hard.
And actually, I got rid of the only one berserk part.
Ah, so, Jesus Christ, he's terrifying. Nice.
It's less than 31,000 leagues to the Red Moon.
Wow. A league is...
Still, it's a suicide machine.
You're so pessimistic about the suicide machine.
It's a suicide machine, but anyway, okay.
They only-
Insert quarter.
They only wrote that on the side because it's a badass name.
And then the Mr. Ends the World is in the limbo still, right?
Yeah, it's limbo. It's technically the afterlife, but he's on the wrong planet for it to be a nice place. But he has got access to all sorts of watching devices. He can pay attention very closely right now to whatever he wants to with the perv. I was just laughing at side memes, apologies. And he could even attempt to communicate with you pretty easily if he wanted to, but that's on him. And as far as you know, he is well dead. As dead as they come. And as some of you know, that doesn't rate mean a whole lot all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna throw if we left him on the brink of death instead of outright murdering him. I was gonna toss him into his own little void.
Enjoy this, piece of shit. Rude. But yeah, I think that about catches us up. I don't think the meeting was exactly where we left off. I think you might have had another day. Day 2, maybe 2 days. Weatherman.
And I had Lee wanted to talk in private is last thing I remembered, not in the college, so she wouldn't be spied on. She did like I would never do such a thing, wink wink kind of thing. That's the last I remember.
That did happen, yeah.
We are still on the day where you guys reached Ashwell.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 days left or something like that.
Something.
And one more day of luck after this.
You scumbags. Get to
Oh
gambling.
my god, we've still got that.
It's all on the calendar if you look.
Everything's been going perfect for you recently.
Time to pull the rug out from under us.
Except for the whole Doman stuff.
But yeah, otherwise I'm gonna stand with my horde nearby the college, but not at the college. Other than Skelly Bob. Skelly Bob is with Naked Man.
All right. It's a very cold night. It's been quite warm recently, but a breeze picks up. The sky's unusually bare. Go ahead, Bear.
I remember I was trying to make a song last time. I would have been able to come up with it by now.
Yeah, for sure. Over these next 3 days.
All right.
Let's
I'm
start
gonna
with
add it to my
Ulrich.
repertoire.
It's been composing a song over these 3 days. You just been milling about around the college.
Yeah, I have been using. I've been composing next to my our friend, so that I'm able to get +10. I'm not sure if that would.
+5.
I thought she and the place
Yeah,
were
if you're
combined.
in the
Oh,
college
place.
as well.
So we're skipping a couple days after they reach Ashwell?
Yeah,
Okay, how many days?
until the day of the meeting. Is that
Oh, we're not
noted?
doing the leading beforehand, or when did she say she wanted to meet again?
Yeah, she doesn't know
don't
when she
remember.
can. She's not allowed out of the
Okay.
college.
Cool.
So 1 whole day passes, 2, 3?
Is it not marked on the calendar, the meeting date?
No.
It was a week after the apocalypse was initiated, I think.
Okay, 2 days of nothing much. You reach the Ashwell one day, you do nothing one day, and then the next day is the...
Meeting day. I imagine a few of you would have been up for a bit of a rest. And by that, it's probably just Ulrich, actually. But we've... Yeah, he's writing his song. That's plenty restful.
I mean, I stand in the middle. I wander, but that's about it. I don't have really anything particular I need to do.
Leaf, you'll be shown more troops if you stick around at the castle long.
Oh, that guy who yelled at us the first day, I'm going to his garden, and I'm just touching all his flowers.
That's evil. Oh, the one who told you to be quiet because it was like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His entire garden is getting life-baned. Other than that,
Yeah, you just... that's really rude.
Yeah,
I can imagine him in the morning with some coffee. My cabbages.
not my cabbages. By the way, complete side note: our new kitten fosters are named. We named them Katara and Soka.
What does it mean?
Because we're nerds. Yeah, you haven't seen Airbender? Oh man, we gotta remedy that.
Oh, no, yeah. I haven't watched that.
Anyway, that was our side note.
But yeah, if people are happy, I'm happy to look forward to this meeting.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Anyone want to let me know of any plans they've got for it? All you know so far is the location and the time.
And that we are non-aggressing.
Yep. It's sunset. It's actually at a riverside dock. Rumours have spread about town over these past couple of days that the war's about to kick off, shit's about to go down or something. They don't really know what, but words leaked out that the wizards are planning something to either save themselves or probably just save themselves. Oh.
What the?
Oh, we just had a surprise visitor who left
half
very
a second.
quickly. I'd be all for that surprise visitor sticking around, but he's not got a character. We could just bring in.
Was that Colin?
Yeah, Colin briefly. Ringy. Redingy.
We're so bad at synonyms.
Oh, yeah. My wife were discussing vomiting on my Warhammer figurines earlier. And she said, oh, no, I'm describing a homonym. Ignore this story I were about to tell you. What the shit? I'm hilarious. I laugh at my own jokes like Ricky Gervais.
Other than I'm going to place strategically my pawns around the location in case something goes down, but otherwise, no.
All
preps.
right. Have you got observation?
Probably not, but what's it default to? Let me double check.
Perception -6.
Observation. I do not have observation, so it's perception -6. I can still make this. Still
Most
pretty good.
likely.
Nope.
Well, it is definitely quiet in the area that they want you in. Already seems like a quieter area. It's right at the riverside. The river is quite wide at parts. The city areas are built over it in a lot of areas. More meme laughing. And yeah, it seems to be an inn that's made up of a few small buildings just at dockside. It's mostly lodging space more than anything. But it seems empty while you're scoping it out over those couple of days. Like as in completely empty, uninhabited. Stop making me laugh at side memes.
Fine, old three-fingered Luke.
That's me. I just looked at my 3 fingers. Yeah. Leaf, you make it back up with everyone. The weather has taken a notable dip, by the way. Weatherman, wherever your calendar says it's likely wrong right now.
Calendar says 29 degrees in Ashwell.
Oh, absolutely not. No, it's only like 12 degrees C right now.
And the low of 14-15. Yeah, so like 4 a.m.
At 4 a.m. Yeah, at 4 a.m. the night before the meeting, temperature in Ashwell dropped down to 5 degrees C. And there's been frequent bursts of icy rain and hail.
So yeah, I'll be there probably the day before
Mhm.
and be there all day.
The river's
Just killing
also
time.
low, but seems to be flowing significantly faster than normal. And it is quite windy. Oh dear.
Oh. Well, okay, so are you going to be joining us for this Naked Man? This meeting, or did your character care?
I figured I'd be there.
Okay. Wait, what? Okay, so we're at the park then. Or at the, what do you call it, bar? This is a scoop run operation, right? Okay, so I was thinking we could use whoever he has sent, or if he shows himself, to get them to stop the magic completely of, the apocalypse. Anyone opposed to that? Looking.
You see all
I
the
am.
concern, but he says nothing.
Hey Luke, I just PM'd you something. Okay. totally forgot that you had done that.
Did I spend them? What's our point at? What's our points at now?
210.
Oh, I thought it was 200.
Oh yeah, I have 19. I have 19 points not spent on Elclid. But yeah, so no one's opposed to this. Spotted one. Do you have any thoughts on how to stop the Armageddon?
Oh, I have no idea. We're all gonna die.
Well, that would be the good thing. We're trying to stop us from not existing. They're two different things.
Okay.
Death is a blessed event. This is meaningless.
I just wish there were more options. As well as our friend Tabra to have come back. Maybe we could have known something.
What?
He's remembering someone. A friend. One of the other companions, Tabra?
Yeah, I just was confused by the context of you saying that.
No, he's just saying, well, wish we had more options. Maybe we had Tabra with us, we might have one more. That's all he's saying.
Because that's the other mage he knows.
And he went with the demons, so he might know something, but since he doesn't, he is just concerned and trying to keep silent.
And the he
Jeff, I was muted on stream. It's not happened in
You were
about
muted
30
on stream?
episodes. It's been
Oh, you
yeah,
absolute
bellend.
fool. You fool. Okay.
Call it like I
Butthole.
is. I'm a cunt bastard. I'm a cunty baby.
Oh, wow. Okay. Remember that means very different things in the US of A.
Ah, yes, the very, very well heard term, cunty baby.
Anyway, okay, so you've been muted this whole time. Great. Anyway,
I think I was just saying garlic a bunch and talking to Everoth and generally playing with me nutsack, you know. The standard.
we're just on topic today.
We're so on topic.
We're so on point. Yes.
I'm stalling so that people can spend points, and they probably don't even need to anymore. That's just an excuse for my off-topicness today.
I'm buying an IQ point.
Are we using that rule in this game?
I don't know.
I think we are. I think we're using that rule. I think it's in home rules.
But any which way,
You might have to reduce some IQ skills. Yes.
so no other ideas. Then we must make this alliance work, and then afterwards we can do what we need to save the human kingdom, because the wizards certainly aren't doing anything about it.
What are they doing?
They're building a thing to get them to the moon afterlife. It is ridiculous.
Well, that sounds like the coward's way out.
Indeed. if they want to go to the afterlife, I have a much simpler way to get them there.
Maybe just playing an Orpheus.
This might be stupid, but what if we send the demons to the moon?
Ilklid just stops for a minute with what she's thinking,
What if we send a devil army to heaven?
and then looks down at the ground for a good long minute.
Well, maybe a bad idea.
No, she's pondering this.
Oh.
That was a total, like, pensive, like, wait, what if we do send them to...
Chin on hand, thinker style.
That
Yeah.
sounds as if it could be a very good war.
Well, I was
That
thinking.
would please Udori. I think that would please Udori great.
That is a good idea, but at the moment, we need to worry about the impending nothing.
Yeah,
I will keep that in mind, though, as the eclipse draws closer.
What's
She
your
says,
IQ,
stroking her
Ulrich?
mask.
Sorry. Ulrich IQ, what is it?
That would be 12.
Okay, never mind. Continue. Stroke your mask. Alright, you have managed to pick some stuff up on your observation, seeing as you've had bugs there and you've been keeping an eye on it all day. It is completely empty, but some people have arrived in a cart. It seems to be a family. Old man, old lady, and then a teenage girl and a young boy. The rest of you probably saw this cart go past from just up the road where you're waiting. But then, Ilklid, you noticed him get out and go into the place. Start lighting a fire.
Okay. Do I know them?
You've never seen him before.
Okay. Well, seeing as none of us have any ideas on how to end the nothing, we might as well meet with them, see what comes of this, and then plan from there. Agreed?
Agreed.
And then I lean over to you and like, what is this meeting about?
A parlay to see if we can temporarily join forces to end the nothing, and then the war shall come, where we slay each other.
Ah,
But a war is pointless when the nothing consumes the entire world. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, shit, I pulled an Ozymandias
I'm a
from
traveller
Watchmen.
from an antique land. No, this is not from the poem.
Watchmen.
But I'll start walking to the thing.
Spot never
Wow.
agreed.
Spot's having a nervous breakdown over the past month.
I heard the
Yeah.
affirmative beep. Were you just going to say something along the lines of, what does it matter, we're all going to die?
I mean, this is pretty much our only chance. Have I had the chance to brew potions in the tower?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
You've had
Wait, have we been staying in the tower?
they would let you stay. Well, it's not in the tower, but it's in a building nearby it.
Yeah, screw those humans.
And you would
I've
have
been
got
staying at the castle.
you would have had 3 hours of time in the tower Spot.
Mm-hmm. It ends up +5 place of power.
And Leah would help you out as well.
Yeah, I don't think you can use Leah. When I'm brewing.
That's a shame.
So my minions didn't just cease to operate when they entered there, did they?
No, they still seem to be working, but I don't know what you've tried to make them do so far.
Well, I was thinking about a good escape plan for Leah is send Armor Jim up there, open up his shell, and have her get in and close, and then walk away.
Yeah, you could try and do that.
But we'll worry about that after this meeting. I just want to get this meeting out of the way so we can move on in the game.
Well, I've got a bit of a map set up. Dynamic lighting's turned on at the minute. I wasn't sure if Ilklid would be here, so I'd not dragged you on yet. I'm just going to turn dynamic lighting off, though.
You know what I will do? I will actually... That's a good idea. In the meantime, if Armor Jim is allowed on premise, I would totally strap a note to the inside of him and just have him slowly approach Leah's room.
This map doesn't seem right.
I don't...
What?
I'm on a castle.
You're in a castle?
I just see a few walls. Most of it's just gray.
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
Did you put things on the wrong layer there, bud?
No, things seem to be on the correct layer.
Oh, wait, I refreshed and now I'm at a dock.
Okay.
I did just turn off dynamic lighting after dragging you to it, so that will likely cause
refresh.
problems.
Yep, that did it.
Now I gotta open my damn character sheet again.
Oh god, the background just deloaded for me and went all blurry. What the shit, bro? There we go.
Yeah, no. Armor Jim is going to walk to the college with a note on the inside saying,
Fuck's sake.
"Get in."
Right now.
No,
But
keep him
just
near the college
at some
for now.
point.
yeah. Just be prepared. Like, he's hanging outside the college.
Roger that. Along with the Fly Boys as well?
No, just Armor Jim.
Why?
Oh, and Skelebaub. Skelebaub and Armor Jim.
Well, if you... Are you approaching kind of bang on time for the meeting? Or do you arrive early? Okay. If you're coming bang on time, then as you're walking down this street, the old fella will be stood out in front of the main tavern area. You can see smoke rising from a chimney over here.
We're here for a meeting.
He turns and looks at you all. He's kind of pallid. Pretty sweaty looking. Ulrich or Spot, do either of you have photographic memories or anything like that?
No.
No.
Okay, he's just Your arrival is anticipated. Would you
Can
care
I
for refreshments? Go ahead.
Can I roll? What would it be? I have this This seems familiar to the guys who were like controlled a little bit.
You sense that there is magic on him. Spot 2. And Ulrich, you all sense that there's some kind of spell afoot.
How close to me?
It's,
On the guy.
it's affecting
Oh,
that
okay.
guy over there.
What would be a quick path? It would be path of magic, correct?
Yep.
To identify a spell on someone.
To
Detect
identify a
magic.
spell on someone.
Is detect a
Lesser
sense. Lesser
magic.
sense magic.
Target range and mass.
Okay.
Would anyone care for refreshments
Well, let me
before the
cast this real
meeting?
quick.
Ale! I will have ale.
Thank you too.
Very good.
Food.
2 ale.
Lesser sense magic.
What?
How much does this guy weigh? Like, I'll just set it 300 pounds.
In case he had a big lunch.
It costs 4 energy. I'm doing it.
The
Sounds unlikely.
target weight,
Subject weight 300.
distance to the target.
3 yards.
4 energy is like probably the sense on its own.
Oh,
though,
there are
right?
2 of you. Huh.
2 of you.
Oh, well, yeah. There's for some reason there's a second one of me on the map.
Not no more.
Yeah, it's 4 energy.
How so low?
Because sensing stuff is really easy.
I thought it cost like 4 on its own. Is all.
No, 2.
2. There's your answer. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Roll path of magic.
All right, path of magic right there.
It seems to be some kind of enthrallment business. He's not.
I'm gonna.
He's still kind of in charge of himself, but he's definitely got something going on with his mind there. Someone's cast a charm on him of sorts to make him behave in a certain way.
Fine. I wouldn't suggest eating. I'll whisper as they approach, as they walk by me. I'll tell them I wouldn't suggest eating or drinking anything.
He's got a big tray. He brought out 2 huge mugs of ale. He's also got a small hogshead of ale. Not a hogshead. That's an actual unit. He's got a small barrel of ale strapped over his shoulder. And
Can I
he's
smell it?
also got a big pitcher of water on the tray and a couple of...
He's got a small
mugs.
238.5 liters of ale.
Yeah, just 238 litres strapped to his shoulder.
I mean business. Why don't you just tell us where the meeting is and we shall go? We arrived directly on time and I'm not in any mood for this nonsense.
Very good. Foods will be brought through. And then he raises his arm up slowly and points down to the lower building, which is completely dark inside.
Okay.
And says, and there.
Naked one, why don't you go first?
I feel like you'd have brought God Fragment Dethovian with you.
Oh yeah, he's with me. And Skeleton, Flyer, and Battery are with the Alkalite.
Oi, oi. Spot's running around. The river is lower than that. Or actually, that's probably about right, but it's normally much higher. There's a good, maybe 5-meter drop down these rocky bits. Like, all these poles, it's just kelp and various snails and stuff lining them.
Screw it, I walk in, I can take whatever this guy's gonna throw at me.
Oh, naked man, roll me HT, please. Probably a bit of a penalty. Like -2. Roll me HT at -2.
If you drank the drink.
No, not if you drank the drink. But let me know if you
just
drank
in
the
general.
drink as well.
James?
James, you're naked man. HT -2, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, you made
It's
it.
fine.
Your nips are rock solid. Absolute rock solid. It's so cold. Spot, I'm guessing you're just bundled up. Ever, you've got fur. Ilklid, you're a skeleton. Spot.
Sit down at the table.
I drink the stuff too.
Oh, okay. He had some water. Cool. You don't need a health roll for drinking it, though.
Oh, okay.
At least not one that you know about.
Is there a wall, or why I cannot move my?
I was jammed in a wall there.
Sorry. Well,
I think you just jammed yourself in another wall.
what is happening?
You gotta head to the door, Ever.
Use the road. You're like
Sorry, I was like, where do I go?
you're like a Counter-Strike
What?
1.6 bot.
Right where Spot is.
He came back from the dead. I saw him.
Whoops.
Oh, what's going on? Did I
I
get?
see. You might need to refresh, Ev. Do you see the beach?
I see the beach. Let me just refresh the thing. I think I just grab a Mario mushroom there. Go for it, second.
Yeah, you did.
I sit down at the other head of the table.
Well, there is an Escada sat opposite you. Spot, you recognize him almost immediately. He has changed a little bit. He seems slightly taller, maybe. The shadows around him are a lot thicker, darker, more vigorous. The ribbons flowing alongside his skin. It's like a cat's tail. There just seems to be more power in the way they flicker against his skin. And he watches you enter. He's like, good to see you, old friends. This bad voice.
It's way more
You
nasally.
have to go far more nasal.
Far more nasally. Good to
There
see
you
you,
go.
old friends.
I do not know you.
And I was not addressing you at that moment, Ilklid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Tabra of Leola.
Tabra, I was just thinking about you.
It seems you've already got refreshments. Did you desire anything to eat?
Of course.
I do
I'm
not eat.
fired.
I'll sit down right here.
I asked for the ale, but I just have it. I have not been drinking it.
Okay. He just waves his hand, and the girl walks out, kind of stiffly a bit. Like,
I see you enjoy slave labor.
These people are not performing any duty other than what they normally would, and I thought I will compensate them, obviously. I already have been. Do you remember them? Spot, Ulrich. His voice is odd.
Was this the tavern where we met?
Those are the tavern keepers, yes.
Changed a lot.
Because they're enthralled.
I am not sure what to think. It does not ring a good song to it.
But that does not matter. I see you're here to speak on the behalf of your master.
He reaches inside his cloak and pulls out a little box about 10 inches tall. Plops it on the table. It's made of finely carved dark wood. But the hinge is on the front. It's almost like a little coffin. And he opens it up, and there's a tiny little scoove net inside it. Or a skeleton, you know. If you're not got scoove net, in your brain. Looks like a little model of a skeleton, even. Perfect scale model of a scoovnet. It is dressed quite finely, so that does make it more scoovy.
If I had eyes, I'd roll them. Puppet casting.
It is Borisov as well. You recognize the model as being the head of the council.
Yeah, I totally just, I just kind
Yeah.
of sigh, and say puppet casting.
Tabra sighs slightly, and suddenly the scoovnet kind of twitches a bit and steps forward out of the box. Says, "Good. We are here then." And Tabra says, a word.
A word?
Fellow council member. And the tiny Borisov replies, "Esteemed fellow council member."
You hear me rattle a little bit. Insects.
He just
Is
Shall we
there
walks.
get-
going to be food?
The girl comes back with 2 big trays, one covered in meat, one covered in roasted vegetables. She puts it kind of in the middle. There's an empty chair there. She'd go and place it from this side. The meat and vegetables are like piled higher than him, so when she puts the meat in front of your leaf, he's kind of obscured behind it until you pick off the big rack of ribs on the top,
Oh yeah, I totally just like rip into that.
uncovering the huge turkey leg underneath that catches your eye, Ulrich.
So I have a proposition.
Oh, well, if we are going straight ahead and you speaking first in this truce without any prior agreement on terms, then go ahead, yes, propose.
Currently, our world is getting consumed very quickly. And you are the only one with the ability or with the current resources to bring a stop to it. So I propose this.
Mages College
I-
could stop it, but go ahead.
The mages are creating a escape vehicle to the moon.
I have seen what mages are doing.
Rip.
It's
They're
hilarious.
full. They're complete fools, but that is not the problem. What I suggest is this. I have heard that your your voidborn problem, or your voidborn army is a little out of hand. Is it not?
I could say that perhaps it is more than I needed.
Well, then we have the absolute solution. You have a giant power source you can draw from in your extra army and show your force of power to them and also close this rift.
I do already have plans to close the rift if it is not closed before eclipse.
But you'll have less of a world to control. Every second, because that's still months out, right?
Yeah, Tabra, I have done several calculations. And the mountain will be intact still at the time of the eclipse. Perhaps it will not be a very pleasant place to reside, but that can be remedied once the eclipse begins. We have already researched this quite thoroughly.
That is, if you hold the mountain when this happens. Humans are doing things.
Yes, we've seen. Provided we can outlast a siege lasting... Oh, this voice is right bad. 3 months.
Works.
Then they'll simply be destroyed by that void created by your friend Doman, who is
Or you could
watching
solve
us.
this.
right now, by the way.
Ugh, we did not murder him.
Oh, you did. But his soul is strong. Yes. Why don't you speak for yourselves, former council members? He looks up and kind of directly into Iset's eyes, who stood next to you, Doman. Eye holes.
Freak.
Do we respond? Do we ignore?
They can listen.
That was Iset to Doman. Sorry.
Oh, Isep.
They know. No need to congratulate them.
Very well. Might he know where we are? We should be careful. He may well already be attempting to breach this place. And Ratto is like, I am checking. And he clatters up some stairs.
So if
Doman
you wish,
focuses back.
Spot, were you about to say something?
Oh, the planet's not gonna. It's not gonna hold until it's completely consumed. Everything's gonna be destroyed way earlier than that.
I would suggest listening to the spotted one. He's usually right about such things.
Things are gonna get rough for sure.
The oceans, the rivers, the climate, and everything's gonna be chaos and utter destruction.
And you will own a broken world. Where
It's-
you have the ability to fix this right now.
He's scratching his little chin. Servant girl walked away, by the way. She's not sat at that chair. He turns and looks up at Tabra, who's looking back down at him. I'm not sure I can end it right now anyway. When eclipse happens will be much easier, and to repair planet. We'll be
Piece of
fine.
shit.
Repairing is much harder than stopping. Again, you have a giant force of sacrifices. You have mind control globules, and I'll take it out of my sleeve.
Normally, it would be quite easy to stop, yes. But whoever came up with this mischievous little doomsday device was certainly thinking ahead. The spread is already far more severe than you realize in terms of area. An impressive feat that you pulled off, Verthan one.
Kill him again.
Smart and clever.
Well, if the Almighty can't stop it, I guess our business here is over. For you are not as powerful as I thought you were.
Blia. If you want power, we can show you power. Tabra's like, they still yet have use. Tell me, is Sigmund truly going to ride that ether sphere?
That is the plan. But otherwise, I do believe. I look over at my companions. Do we have anything else to say to these two gentlemen who seem not to worry about the impending doom of the planet? Anyone?
He's looking around at Olia.
Then I believe our business is concluded. It was nice meeting you,
Crap
Tap.
now.
It was nice meeting you, Shrouded One. But I believe this lunch date is over.
That was the lunch date powering down noise.
Spot just bangs his head on the table. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Indeed.
No, my fungus. Worse than we are going to stop existing.
If any of you are willing to cooperate, then you will find sanctuary at our stronghold.
I'm not concerned about myself. That's always been the difference between you and me.
Bruh, concerned about self. Where do you think Scoov, who owned Bar, are? Where do you think all of Wretch is right now? In safe place. I look out for the Scoov, at least those who do not betray me.
And I do not betray the one true God who you have destroyed his grace to embrace our people.
Have you not seen what gods are up to? They are as foolish and stupid as men. He looks over at Leaf and all the grease from the meat that he's covered in.
I do not wish to debate.
Actually, I think at that, Leaf like looks up at him and glowers.
Or looks down, he's 10 inches on the table.
Yeah. Well, looks up from his huge, like, I don't even know, fantasy
Yeah,
animal.
I think he's gonna give him a glower.
Oh wow, a crit. He turns away immediately.
I do not wish to debate semantics with someone such as yourself. We've had our differences in the past, we shall have our differences in the future. Now, good day.
To the rest of you,
Come, God Fragment, we must go.
beep boop. The offer remains. If you approach my stronghold peacefully, you will be allowed passage. Now goodbye, come Tabra, we leave. And he's like, quite.
Spotted One. A moment.
Yeah?
They go upstairs.
You see Spot's digging in the dirt.
Digging in the dirt. Oh.
I need a distraction potion. Something massive.
Oh, really? I think I have it right here. It takes out what seems like a little seed. That's wrapped with the fragment of the cloak from your god.
Death seed.
Yeah, he planted on the ground.
Will this work near the college?
I don't know. I planted it on the ground, and I covered the hole.
So this is gonna happen right now?
You're just watching this massive distraction unfold as Spot gently gardens his seed. Roll gardening for me, please.
I think Ulrich and I still haven't left the table. Just like, there's a giant stack of meat here.
All right, you're casting it. I shall be taking my leave. We may meet again, Spotted One. We may not. Good day to you.
Let's roll the garden.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good garden.
Very good gardening. You make it look easy. Oh wow. Look at that torso. Handsome, muscular young man eating. It's the name
White
of a
one.
stock image I just looked at. Apologise.
I need you to come with me to the college again.
Which one?
White one. Ev.
Muted, of course.
No.
Yes, sorry. I was just looking at how much this place has grown.
This
It's
isn't the
strange.
same place.
The people make the place more than the place itself. But yes, let's go.
Owned by philosophy there.
Yeah, I'm going to the college. And hoping this whole whatever horrendous thing Spot's about to do makes a sufficient distraction.
It's
Wow.
going to give the planet feelings so it can scream in pain as it's destroyed.
Is that literally what you're doing?
1.2 times by 10 to the power of 25 tons is the subject weight. Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's pretty heavy.
that's enough mass for a Earth-sized planet.
Yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it. Wow.
So Spot's awakening Gaia.
Roll me path.
And the location of where it's happening is some shitty bar on the outskirts of town.
Roll me
He would
alchemy.
roll the lowest. Oh,
Roll me
right. He
alchemy.
uses alchemy, which is different.
Ah,
Oh, critical success.
ah. Yeah.
It was meant to happen.
He just gently plants the seed, and you turn your back and say white one, and then philosophy owns you. And then everyone roll DX, please, or acrobatics, whichever's better when it's a -4.
Am I also on an awakening Earth? Shara, rather.
Yes.
DX -4, you said?
But you're safe at the moment. Yeah, DX -4. If you fail, you fall.
I kind of fly above the ground. I still need to roll that?
No, actually, you're fine.
What about if I'm sitting at a table?
No, you're also fine. But just about all the food starts rattling and clattering to the floor. The table, the other chairs that you're not sat in flip over. The
Well, I obviously snatched something like as it's coming up,
Yeah,
and then
I see you just holding the big plate of meat with both hands as everything around it's shaking and falling
yeah,
off.
I
So
think
now
that's. I think I got a plate in one hand and like a rack of meat in the other, and walking outside. What is going on?
So now you guys are the defenders of an awakened giant being, and this has become an Osmosis Jones campaign.
Wait, greater transform matter. This really could become a Osmosis Jones situation.
Please no.
No, don't worry. But also worry.
Yeah, me and Ev and Armor Jim and Elizabeth Battery and Skeleton Dragon are all heading off to. Oh, and the God Seed are all heading off to the college.
College. There is shit going down at the college. There is shit going down everywhere. You see buildings crumbling and falling. People are running out into the street screaming and crying. The college is shaking, and the tower and the scaffolding is maybe varying its angle by about 20 degrees there every 10 seconds. You see
We must.
few wizards flying off and like getting, palm treed in a cartoon. I tried to watch Osmosis Jones last month. I'm not even lying.
It's so hard to
Yeah,
watch.
we got about 10 minutes in.
White one. Did they let us in? Are they even paying attention?
White
sorry,
one's going to be
this-
struggling to walk at the minute. What with the ground shaking violently, it's not stopped.
Can I make a? Oh, sorry. I don't think I make the roll. Sorry.
At the moment, I think I need just a DX step. No. If you're lying down, then you can crawl at 1. But if you try and get to your knees or crouched, then I'll need DX -4 to take a step.
How much do you weigh?
I weighed 65. No, 60. Sorry.
60
0.7.
what?
60.
60 of Gurps weight out of
You-
65.
you-
Simple
what?
math.
I imagine
You
he's
weigh 65
carrying
pounds.
65. I think he's.
How much do you weigh?
What's
Oh.
a bear weigh? Like 600 pounds?
We went with 800-ish, I thought, forever.
800.
Thank you.
Not 60.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Gurps weight. So am
How
I
much do you
extending-
weigh, not how much do you lift, bro?
Sorry. Got that confused.
Do you even lift, bro?
All right. Oh, we can move him at a 4. The swarm will pick his ass up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Acolyte has been flown into the sky. She's like, get me off the ground!
All right,
And,
she can fly with it.
yeah, it takes some doing, but Bonio gets her going.
And Elizabeth and and Armor Jim are together. But yeah, White one, point us towards the girl.
What do I need for that observation? Perception?
I thought you had smelly powers.
Oh, yeah, I do. And
Smells
he starts.
like an earthquake, but you know where Leah's bedroom is.
Should be this way.
Roll me just IQ, please.
Me or him?
Him. And you. You've both been there.
Success back here.
Yeah, he's pointing you in the right direction, you think.
I just want to make sure she was there.
Leaf and Spot, are you still kind of in the street outside this?
Oh,
can't
you
really
know
move
what?
as
I
fast.
realized if the ground was shaking, I actually wouldn't have stood up. I just would have like snatched the meat plate and the mug of ale.
You still just sat there. Right.
Just still sat there, just made sure the ale and the meat don't go down.
Spot, you hear the water rushing away behind you, and it looks like the opposite side of the riverbank is getting further and further away.
Cool.
It's like turning into a lake, almost. And the water's dropping, but not as much as it should, and it swells at a couple of points.
This is one hell of a distraction.
The building to the north collapses completely.
We're being crushed. Ah!
They are silent while it happens. She is laid on the floor next to this window, laying in broken glass there. Leaf. Kind of just sat against the wall.
Yeah. Save the meat.
Meat. Save the meat. Save the world.
Really? Did you
I
just make a Heroes reference?
Think we...
I'm
Luke, can I
flexing.
make a suggestion?
Break time?
No, can we put up turn order and do like 2-minute increments?
That's a great suggestion. I would also quite like a break, though, and we've been going just over 10 hours. 10.
God
Where-
damn!
Wow,
Where
that doesn't
does
seem
the
that
time go?
I pressed the log button on my brain right before I spoke.
I think we need a 5-minute break.
yeah. We'll be right back in 50 minutes. We're still live. Okay. We're back with Shards of the Void. So far, I have lost my train of thought about 200 times. They had a meeting, did not go over great. There were a lot of meat, though. I'm sure one of you enjoyed that. Spot was rummaging in his bag and had just pulled out something when Ilklid turned to him and asked for the biggest distraction he could think of. And when he turned, she saw that he was holding a seed wrapped in a fragment of the God of Death's cloak himself. The God of Death himself's cloak, I think, might be better grammar.
The cloak of death god, self him.
That wretched fragment that did fall from the hem of the cloak of the God of Death on the Isle of Hoba so many moons ago. He planted it. You turned around and were like, oh, okay. Started buzzing away, Ulrig, and your Deathovian Death Fragment God Fragment, Deathovian Death Bastard. Yeah. And then suddenly the ground starts shaking to shit. Earthquake is happening. It's going down big. Leaf, you just carried on eating for 2 minutes. Ilklid and Ulrig sped as fast as you could. I reckon in about 2 minutes you could reach the entrance to the... what do we call it? College. Spot, you were kind of just clutching the floor, I think. And watching the opposite bank of the river rush away, slowly at first, but then alarmingly fast. And the river itself kind of dipped, but then started
We're getting
swelling
packet
again.
loss from you.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Yeah, a little bit.
How much did you miss?
I
A couple
followed.
of words here and there.
Okay, so, but I'm recapping. Hopefully it wasn't packet lossy on the stream. You all know what just happened. And we'll get back to the top there, where it's Leaf. Have you got a Doman on top of
Still
you right
shaking.
now? Is Leaf a little shaken, lol?
Is the ground still shaking?
Yes, but I don't need DX rolls to move anymore.
Okay.
You're just
I guess I'll.
a little bit slower, but this is a 2-minute-ish turn.
Okay. Well, then I'll just stand up, start making my door.
You see that the
Now.
building to the north
What's
has collapsed.
going on?
Sorry. Feel free to
Sorry.
combine your turn with this spot. Also, you see, underneath where you planted the seed, there's suddenly like an explosion almost under the ground of energy, and like it blasts some of the soil you'd covered it with up into your face, Spot. And then there is a sudden Bugs Bunny digging style mound of dirt disappearing into the distance.
Interesting.
This takes about 5 seconds, and then when it gets to about 20 meters away, a huge tree starts sprouting. Like, it just erupts from the ground. You see that it's spreading in all directions from it as well. About 10 seconds later, 2 more trees have appeared, one to the north and one to the south. Maybe about 50 meters away. Rising fast. As Leaf steps out and shouts, "What's going on?" Leaf, you see something rising out of the river that's getting massively wide by now. You can't see the other bank anymore because of this strange white hill that seems to be emerging in the centre.
What the hell is that?
You turn and see it. It's got water running all over it down the surface. It's real shiny. You see big dark streaks coming away from the riverbank going up it, and it's growing and getting bigger. But then those streaks disappear quickly. And after the space of about 2 minutes, suddenly you see a dark spot appear on the hill at the top in the middle, moving extremely fast and then stopping right here. Water rushes up the riverbank and splashes your legs. It kind of hits you in the face, Leaf. And there is just a huge empty black hole facing you with a film over it, a glossy film, and you realise you're looking into an
anybody else
eyeball.
getting...
Yeah, we
I've
might need
lost-
to change servers here.
This is a shame.
We are losing a ton of packages from you here. Let me change it real quick.
Alright.
If I remember how the deuce to do that.
I'll also rejoin.
Right? Such the worst person in the world.
The worst person in the world, me.
Yeah, you're the worst.
Oh. I don't know if everyone on stream caught it. You're looking at a giant eyeball, Spot and Leaf. I'm pretty sure you're gobsmacked over these next 2 minutes as it rises out and you realise that this side of the riverbank is clearly its bottom eyelid. Those trees sprouting along in a row, eyelashes. And this huge black void that started at the centre and flew towards you is the pupil looking right at you. But Ulrich and Ilklid.
Are we able to get up?
Get up where?
Well, you're at
The
the
tower.
entrance
Oh, yeah.
to the courtyard.
Yeah.
So he will just, if we're still looking for Leah, he'll just point out in that direction.
Well, I think we need to get in first. Are they not letting us in?
The gate's wide open. You can fly
Okay.
right in.
We'll
You're
go in.
already in the corridors.
We don't need the paper?
No, it's chaos.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna head straight on up.
You see a splattered wizard right next to you. Roll me vision, both here.
Boop.
Success by 4 and success on the nose. There's quite a commotion over at the, halfway up the tower. You can see a group of about 10 wizards all rising as fast as they can on a floating platform.
Is that Leah's floor?
And she's not in the tower, she's in the kind of main building. But
Oh,
the
okay.
scaffolding alongside the tower that's swaying still quite violently and shedding scaffold and wizards. Somehow the ether sphere's still kind of holding at the top, just barely. But that platform that's rising's got quite a lot of people on it.
All right, but you know what? Screw it. It'll be faster just to head up to her window. Do I know which window it is?
Yeah. In fact, you're just arriving at the window now. And you see that it's empty. And it looks like someone left in a very quick hurry.
White one. Where would they go?
If
Roll.
I know.
Roll smell again 2 more times, Ulrich. Look.
Luck's over.
Shit, looks over. And neither of them rolls were better than your earlier one anyway.
I can't find her. If I know Sigmund, he probably took her somewhere far, far away from nature.
You can smell her, though.
I had a small trace. Maybe that will do.
I think that's our 2 minutes.
You hear Sigmund shouting. Ilklid. He's on the platform.
Oh, I
Leaf
think I'm
and
about to fight that guy.
Leaf and Spot.
What? What is just like on the ground, on his knees. He just like took a handful of dirt from the floor and was holding his hands like in a prayer gesture in front of his face, like kind of eating a bit of the dirt. Tears rolls down his eyes.
Just like communion wafers.
Yep.
There's kind of a strange rumbling as you sense that the void is contracting. It's focusing on you. Although you can't really see the edges of it because it's so wide. I feel like someone on the other side of the planet's getting shouted at really loud right now.
What just happened?
The air has gone eerily still. It was really windy and now it is suddenly instantly calm.
And quiet.
What's the duration on the make the planet suffer spell?
10 years.
10 years, thank you. Okay. Leaf, you're looking at a huge eye. You did speak last, and you were also watching Spot prostrate himself before the huge eye.
What? What?
I've not got a picture for him. I didn't expect him to appear. Which one is it? There is suddenly a crack from behind both of you as well, though. From the upper floor of that building behind you. Something explodes out of the ceiling extremely quickly in the direction of the tower. It almost just looked like a large, shimmering fireball. But it might have had something in the centre of it. Hard to make out. Vision. Short humanoid figure, Spot.
I'm still mystified by the giant eyeball.
There's a twitch suddenly. Both of you roll DX.
A Twitch appears. Roll subscribe.
Yeah, you both manage to like barely make it, but the ground suddenly shifts that way, as if a cart you were riding on had suddenly stopped moving, and you get kind of semi-blinded as well, as white suddenly appears here, as the pupil like tries to follow that thing that flew away. I think that's about your 2 minutes, as you're still both just praying and flabbergasted.
Mm-hmm.
Doman, Eset is going, what shit, what the
What hell hath he wrought?
This is strange. Quickly, show her the locations. Show us the void. Show us the nothing. And I forget her name. Yajova is like turning around, ripping a cloak off a mirror, and you can see the mountain where you started it is collapsing in on itself kind of violently. The weather there is also insane. It's clear sky above it, but there's just a huge stadium wall of hurricane surrounding this mountain, it seems.
Has the nothingness spread out from the actual mountain itself, though?
It seems to have gone straight down. It is coming out of the hole now, which is a good 5 kilometers wide, at least. And getting bigger quickly as it crumbles. You're like looking into a rocky butthole with something very scary
Thank
at the
you.
center. He's like, oh, cover it up.
Perhaps we need to stop the Verth sooner.
Wait. Show me Borisov. And she turns and points at a mirror that suddenly lights up. And you can see him sat in meditation in the real world stronghold that is shaking ever so slightly, but not much. I say we take our chance and murder Borisov now, while he is distracted. Although maybe if we wait a moment, I suspect he has plan to maybe take himself forward in time to Eclipse.
What of the college? Their vessel.
They are preparing to launch. Look. He points over at the mirror. He says,
Lots of
Euclid
mirrors.
is-
They must have taken a while to learn the room.
Yeah, I told you about this room, did I? So many mirrors. Big mirrors, small mirrors. Spotty mirrors. Mirrors that climb on rocks. Ulrig
So
and
what's
Ilklid.
happening at the college?
You watch Ulrig and Ilklid. I think you see them probably floating up to this platform.
Do we see any or smell anything familiar?
You see
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, once you heard that scream and looked up, you managed to catch a glimpse of Leah's hair flailing.
I
That's like,
fly over there as quick as I can. I'm gonna, and if I need to drop, I'll toss or the white one to one of the other flyers.
I'll grab them up.
let's see. Roll me dexterity, please.
Who, me or him?
Ulrig.
Ooh, barely made it.
Yeah, the Batty goes to grab you, like as the swarm's letting go of you, and Batty kind of slips, and you feel yourself just about to drop out of her hands, but you manage to clutch on yourself
Ugh,
just
that
before
was
you
close.
drop 20 meters to your death.
Full speed, ahead.
You both arrive at the top, an entrance to the suicide machine at the same time. A group of 10 Mansers, Sigmund and Leah. Sigmund turns and says, "You again."
Girl, do you wish to do this?
She's, like, as you land in, she's saying, "Let me go! Let me go, we're gonna die!"
Let her go.
A fireball approaches from behind you.
I'm not gonna let it cast.
Sounds like it's already been cast.
Yeah, it's it's rather large, Zorb ball-sized fireball. And as it arrives, it stops floating midair a couple of meters away from the platform where everyone's currently stood.
Oh shit, those
200
things have a name.
Meters into the air. Those things have a name.
Zorb
Semi-not.
balls.
Oh, yeah. And it's Tabra.
You.
Leah squints and says, Tabra? Sigmund says, Tabra. You. He draws his sword.
He's working with the. What's his name again?
Head of the council is what
Yeah.
Sigmund had responded to.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Is Manser Nand in the machine?
Oh, he's currently climbing in. The Grand Mancer. Wait, Nond. Is he the one who you were your friend?
Nand. Yeah.
He's on the platform right now. He's kind of like rushing to climb in. All 10
Girl,
of the Grand
give me your
Mancers are
hand.
currently clambering. She's frowning at you. And then, Ulrig, you get dropped off by the bat on the platform.
Alright. I'll try not to break my knees when I land.
She's gentle.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
She breaks free of Sigmund and runs towards Ulrich.
I give her a hug. Really?
Wiccan Theatre of the Mind, this. Yeah, she runs into your open arms and kind of grabs onto you.
I give her a hug and a pet, and then I get back off my feet.
I'll have the swarm grab us and get us the heck out of Dodge.
We need to go into seconds quickly, I think. Tabra is saying, "No, she comes with me." It's on this page, it's just on the GM layer. Sorry for this slowdown. There we go. And his speed is only 5 still. Not right now. That's crazy. His speed would be at least like 7 or 8 right now. I'll be nice and go with 7. So Tabra rushes forward and reaches to try and put his hand on the girl. Leia, she's got her name. Ooh, he potentially manages it. She does get a dodge attempt, which she also manages, and snaps out of the way. Ulrich.
Can I try and grab Leah and grab on the mount?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mount's trying to grab you right now as well.
Okay, so I'll just keep a good hold on Leah and just with one arm and the left one just trying to hold myself into the mount. That's it.
Alrighty. Ilklid? You're ordering the swarm to take off at what speed?
As fast as physically possible.
Which is Leah weighs
4.
like what 100?
It's 4
It's 4. Okay.
because of the weight of the bear.
Well, I imagine Batty would be. Oh, but the bear's what's got Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, so just off the edge.
Um,
Although presumably you could just drop straight off the edge and then start trying to fly upwards to slow down.
Good point. Well, okay, so does the bat have Ulrich or does my swarm?
Bat was stood right behind Ulrich. It could grab him easily.
Okay, so the bat's got. Oh, sorry, the bat will have him. Swarm will have me. And God Hand, I'm commanding to take down Tabra.
Oh wow.
Armor Jim will get dropped off on the thing and take care, and he'll get the command to hold off Sigmund, Armor Jim, and Skelly Bob. It was good knowing you too. Goodbye forever. Hold off Sigmund, and then Elizabeth and Ever and I and the swarm will book it as fast as the bat will travel. That is all of my thing, and I'm doing a full-out defense dodge.
Sigmund takes a swing at Tabra from behind. Tabra attempts to dodge and rolls a 16. And the sword connects with Tabra's skin at the neck from behind. And you're seeing this right in front of your eyes, Ulrich, because he came right up behind Lee to try and get her. And as soon as
Tabra has defensive spells.
Yeah, as soon as the sword connects with his skin, there is like a shimmer.
Time jump?
Yeah.
Bottom of the grimoire.
Yep.
Oh, Luke, also the skeleton is gonna get Spot and the naked one, Leaf. Skeledragon.
There's probably a bit of an area effect on that for lulls, because this is what he wanted to do also. Yeah, this is... yeah. This is Path of Crossroads. I'm not sure if this is a quick contest. I don't think it is. But he succeeds.
It could be opposed if there was someone like resisting it.
It's a hole, a spherical hole that he's making, that these things will fall into and come out on the other side.
Ev could defend against it theoretically.
Not enough energy, probably.
Okay.
How much?
Like about 300, maybe. This was it's bad, but roll will or HT.
Okay.
I'm just rolling a couple of wills and
Hard to
HTs.
subdue.
Oh dear.
Hard to subdue 3. Not sure if that applies.
No.
Okay, then that's a fail by 2.
You got any magic resistance? You can add that to this also.
No.
You feel yourself being tugged away? You see Tabra just instantly disappear away from you. But then you feel like your entire vision narrows to a single point.
I'm sorry, you said Tabra, but you meant Leah? Because I was holding Leah, not Tabra.
Yeah, but Tabra's in front of you getting his head cut off, or so it seemed.
Okay.
Before he popped out of existence. bollocks, Leah actually succeeded.
So does Ulrich disappear, but not Lee?
Ulrich disappears. The sphere disappears.
And Elizabeth disappears?
A bunch of wizards disappear. No,
Does
Elizabeth.
Nand disappear?
Nand. Yeah, Nand disappears too.
I guess, okay.
But you're just stood there with Leah. Dragon, your acolyte, and the dragon land quickly next to you.
Oh, they were commanded to pick up Spot and...
Oh, so in fact, right now they're over at... Yeah, so the dragon, the bone dragon, lands next to you, Spot and Leaf.
And I am gonna... My bug horde will pick her up, and we're just gonna bail. We can, with how little she weighs, what is she, like 100 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can go like 16 meters a second.
Alrighty. This is very interesting. I need to decide some things. Leaf and Spot, the bat lands next to you. The pupil whizzed past you again. Like, but it didn't stop on you. It's just looking around, it seems like. And the ground is occasionally still rumbling a bit, but it seems to have calmed down. Those trees seem to have stopped growing out. The temperature's risen dramatically over the past, 6 minutes. It's back up to about 20 degrees C. And there's a giant, well, not giant, a big bone dragon landing next to you. I imagine maybe some moths as well, unless Spot's too cray to
Oh, I
summon them.
think I kept the moths.
Yeah, so I did have a suggestion for a new animal.
Grasshopper?
Giant duck.
Giant duck.
Like a giant, as in respect of those moths. Like a bigger than an elephant-sized duck.
Wow.
So like the one that ferries Hansel and Gretel across the river?
Maybe? I don't know, that just felt like a fun creature to me. But I think you're still on moths for now. That's just a suggestion. Big ducks might exist. Really big ducks.
Yeah, if nothing else spectacular is happening here.
Not at the moment, it feels like. No, not at the moment.
Did the god hand disappear too, or did he make it out of that?
He's still there.
Well, then he'll travel with us. He can fly pretty quick.
Alrighty. You all meet up, probably flying a little bit above. You can quite clearly see that there's a huge eye on the ground.
Spotted one. I am impressed by your distractions.
Me too.
The bear was kidnapped.
The city is chaos right now. It is being destroyed.
Cubnapped.
The white one has been has been taken by your shadow friend.
You've met Escada before, you racist.
I know, but one of my quirks is I can't remember names for the life of me.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I literally just call people what I can remember.
Lee. Colon. What? 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 Just what? What? She faints.
Excellent. It'll make this a lot easier to travel. I can tell you where the white one was sent. Or I assume he was sent to. I believe he is on the mountain peak.
Watch mountain.
No, it might exist longer than we. Not sure that's a good thing.
Well, the girl and I have business to attend to on my island. Well, I assume it's my island by now.
You've caught up. I think we can.
Yeah, I think we can.
Although Doman, I'm pretty sure you and Iset is like we should cross over now.
Doman grabs all of his possessions, which are spiritually part of his body, so it doesn't really mean grabbing.
And you head deep into the stronghold, where they start preparing a ritual, much like the one from before, but in a special room that seems to have been set up for it. And they start opening another hole, but this time to an identical room in the stronghold on the other side that appears to be empty as you step through.
Appears to be empty, you said?
Yep, it's completely empty and dark except for the light that you bring through with you.
How does it feel?
Feels normal as you step through. You don't particularly feel any different. There's maybe a buzzing. It's kind of like static electricity over your skin as you cross the threshold this time, where it makes all your hairs stand up on end. And then when you come through, you like suddenly feel the urge to take a deep breath.
Yep, Doman takes a breath because I didn't give him doesn't breathe. Do I feel higher than before, elevation-wise?
Yes. Fair bit.
Where to now?
We go kill him. If he went where we think, in his puppet form, which hopefully he did because he was probably watching that because he likes to masturbate mentally that way, then he will be unconscious for at least a day. And we can go and destroy him right now and take control of the army.
Lead on.
And
But wait, you said he had a spell to secure us until the day.
this place is protected in lots of ways. And yes, we could also maybe take shortcut. Wait it out in safer environment. But I'll explain quickly. We need to kill him in case he isn't asleep, in which case he knows we're here already. And you're like running up the stairs. And they're pulling out charm bracelets and what have yous. Leaf, Spot, Leah. She's me. Ilklid. Acolyte. The world ends. My mistress.
The world does not end yet.
Many are dying. Many are being made gifts.
Which is a good thing, but for now, we have other things to attend to.
Oh, what a roll.
Spotted one, Leaf. Where do you wish to go?
I don't
Leaf?
know. Find the bear.
Do you know where Ulrich is?
Yes, he's on the. I assume he's on the mountaintop. Tabra took him. Now I cannot dawdle. Shall give you a little bit of a bow. Thank you for all your assistance over these past. What has it been months? Months.
Where are you going?
If you need to find me, I will be at the temple on the island.
Hoba.
Misfit
Yeah.
toys.
I have the girl and I need to get to a substantial undead necromantic place of power to do our plans to fight the Voidborn. So, I bid you adieu. And she'll give a little bit of a bow and then just take the hell off.
Alright.
Yeah, Spot waves.
She's going with Leah, by the way.
Yeah, took Leah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ilklid and her companions fly off into the distance, into the sunset.
And only two of us needs to sleep, and none of them who are doing the carrying.
You two are still flapping about on moths at the moment. Leaf and Spot, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you've gained a significant amount of height, right? What, to better survey the land?
Yeah.
Our radios could only communicate with the college, right? Not with each other.
Yeah. That
Oh.
tower is going down, by the way, right about now. As the eye is beginning to blink. It's a slow process. It's like watching a clock way out a second's hand. You're looking at one building, and then when you look back at the bottom lid, it's moved 50 meters. Which is a bit less from this distance. But the pupil does seem to focus on you right before the lid closes. It gets a lot darker when it closes. All the light that were being reflected up is suddenly blocked.
Now I need a seed of solar awakening.
Leaf? Any thoughts?
I'm sorry, what?
Any thoughts at all? Or are you just watching silently down at the destruction? Where do you command your moths to go, Spot?
Can we go to the world map, maybe?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, isn't it? It's probably a good time for another quick break, honestly.
Yeah.
Allow us to gather his thoughts and refresh our hot browns. So, without any complaints, we'll be right back in 5 minutes. we're back. It always takes me longer than 5 seconds to count us back in. Okay, the world it has come to life while it is ending. Spot, otherwise known as Obscurococcineus cornucopioides alganeo viridescens tremolodendros patistro bilamyces, planted a seed that gave life to the planet while it was being eaten by a rot that destroys it utterly and completely. It's in a lot of pain. The eyeball formed, or one of the eyeballs formed. It's about that big, the full size of the ping, I think. Nah, that's too big. It's way smaller than that. It's probably about as big as that circle there that marks your location. Yeah.
Got little squinty little eyes.
It's got thousands of eyes. You've already flown over another one, actually. And you can see another one in the distance. But Spot and Leaf are hurrying towards the castle. You can see the destruction below you, and the weather is getting freaky again. Huge gusts of wind that are blowing your bats back and forth. Moths. Fucking idiot. Moths. Roll me moth riding or DX, please. And I'll make secret rolls for the moths that are charged with you. That's a big success. By 8. With a trained moth as well. But you've probably just got like a swarm of moths huddling on you, haven't you? And Ilklid, are you still being Ilklid for a little while?
Oh no, we're off to that island. I don't know if we're ever gonna. I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay.
What's up?
No, I was just wondering. I'm getting sidetracked by myself. Leaf and Spot, you arrive at the castle. It is not looking great. Its former glory, as of yesterday, has been wrought to almost nothing. You do see that one tower is relatively intact, one of the shortest ones, and on top there are the Escada advisors, the Dithovian who cracked open Leaf's skull. Maybe about 5 other beefy-looking soldiers, and a wounded-looking king. They start waving furiously at you as they see the moths approaching.
We'll land.
Mm-hmm. The king is either asleep or unconscious or dead. The queen is holding him and weeping furiously. The Dithovian who bashed your brains out, Leaf, she says, "Thank God you've returned, Lord." Bows his head.
What's happened?
The end is coming. The ground shakes. The world moves. The earth speaks in a strange tongue.
Yeah.
And something
How are we
approaches
doing?
rapidly from the south. Sorry, he points south. Roll me vision checks.
Bonus for at it.
Yeah, I'll give me a vision check straight. Spot, you can see that the horizon is strange. Awfully flat for your location. Definitely not looking how it should. And you can kind of see the sunset reflected back off the shimmery horizon. What is that over there? Do you see it?
I see a strange reflection. I don't know what it is.
Spoiler alert, what skill do you need to roll to recognize a tsunami?
Beach?
Area knowledge for any place that would ever have tsunamis, which I don't think would be anywhere here.
Yeah, it's a mysterious thing on the horizon. The king is gravely injured. The Mancers have stabilized him, but it was a terrible blow that the brick falling from the ceiling landed on his face.
Also, too far from the coast to really see it.
I'm imagining this is about an hour later. And the world is alive and moving right now. I feel like I can
Oh, I see.
take some liberties.
The tsunami's already on land.
Yeah.
Scary.
Damn.
Good. I'm glad. It scared me when I thought of it, so like, oh, that's what's happening. Dead.
Wait, the oceans are coming to get us? Orin's freaking the shit out.
Yeah, Orn is freaking the shit out right now. You saw the moths flying overhead, Orn, and I
I
think
don't care, they're moths. I'm heading back to the castle, yo.
I think. The why do I keep doing that? I'm losing my words so hard tonight. It's been a long week.
Oh my god, you can see it when you draw again.
Really? Oh, look at that, everybody. That's glorious. All hail Roll20.
Sorry, you can get back to these guys. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just
No, that's.
ocean scary.
I think this is fun. We're just having a glance at what's happening here, really. There is Orn is currently arriving at the castle. Or at least what looks like... Oh no, you do spot it perfectly, Spot. You look down and you see Orn looking back up into your eyes. Behind her is a big huddle of Usagi on foot.
Orn. How are you doing?
Aliens. I don't know how.
That's okay.
I don't know how far he is. By 5?
Yeah, you hear him.
Was that? Spot! Where are you?
I'm here.
Where's here? I'll turn around, spin, and like just do a full like tilt in every which direction.
I said you caught his
Over
glance,
here.
but it's better if you didn't, really.
Be specific, Spotty. Where is here?
Okay, how can I describe it better?
It's you get tapped on your shoulder by the General Usagi, who's accompanied you here. He's wearing gilded armor of extreme quality. It's got fur and feathers and all sorts of shit in it. And he just taps you on the shoulder and points up at the tower held up by magic.
Thank you, General. I'm on my way, Spotty.
Hey! Suddenly the crowd behind you clears and a really big ladder gets lifted up and the general starts climbing it as you float up on.
Wait, are we breaching the castle instead of just going through?
The castle walls are now part of the floor.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, we were just carrying a ladder. Wicked.
Yeah.
We're prepared.
Usagi General gets to the top. Probably at the same time as Orn, he's quick.
Holy crap, Spot! I'll hug him.
The Dithovian is looking warily at the newcomers. Looking down at your army. Looking at Spot hugging Orn. And then he'll blink and remember that he's met Orn before. I'm a fucking idiot.
He thought I was trying to get him to start what would it be? Matricide? What is it?
Regicide.
Regicide. But he was wrong.
You've returned, Lady Orn.
Yep. I brought some Isagi. Looks like you guys need help.
Something is happening
Where's-
to the world.
Where's everyone else? Spot.
Ori was kidnapped. Leah was taken by the priest of death, Euclid. This here is Leaf.
Hello.
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 Domon destroyed everything, and we killed him. And Sigmund is Sigmund around here?
Hesitant to kill him. But I think his broken body might be at the base of where the tower were.
Oh,
He might have also been sent forward an hour or
Yeah,
a day.
I think he was sent forward a day also.
Ah.
how about Sigmund?
All right. Hi, Leaf.
Hi. Who might you?
I'm. I don't know my new title. I've risen in the ranks quite a bit.
I think I've got a handout for that. Methan titles.
I'm 4.
Duchess.
Yeah.
I'm Duchess Orn.
Duchess of?
Oh, where was that place again? It was Brolet? Brolet?
Yeah, Duchess of Brola.
Duchess of Brola?
You're technically the same rank as the... Oh no, he was still one rank higher than that.
Actually, I think that there's a new city getting founded. But yeah,
Where?
right where the eye is.
Gross. Okay.
No, like that eye in Mitha.
Oh, okay. I get you.
And you are very shirtless.
Yes.
There's a sudden thunderclap and flash of lightning that illuminates everything, and then big, fat, heavy drops of rain start falling out of the sky. The Usagi general is like watching the horizon, and then when the thunderclap strikes, his ears whoosh, flat back against his head as he's looking out towards the direction of the coastline, and he squats and grabs his sword and starts shouting in Usagi. We need to seek high ground immediately. We must go north as quickly as possible. We're all about to die. And he shouts down, a great wave is coming at his troops.
Fuck is he on about?
And he slides down the ladder.
Oh, we need to go like right now. Look around. Is the queen still here?
Yeah,
And the
she's...
princess?
Yep.
Oh, hey, princess, it's Orn. You get on him off.
That's right. Only the rich escape the climate change.
This commentary. Look at all the dead poor people floated underneath you. What's that song in Les Mis?
Seriously, I'm gonna get the queen and the princess on one of the convenient moths.
There are a few convenient moths. 8 of them spare, to be specific. The Dithovian, like, default sergeant of your troops, Leaf, he can fly on his own. The
I
queen...
see
Where's
the
the other
king is
ones?
dead.
The commander dude that I took over, he should be here by now, right?
Has anyone got diagnosis? Or just roll me IQ on the king.
Luke,
Oh, sorry, what?
didn't that commander guy already get here?
Oh, yeah, also that dude. Yeah, he'll be up here also. Forgot all about him.
Okay.
What does diagnosis default to?
I am going to get him on beginning to rally our troops. Or not. Just
Wow.
gonna get in the way.
IQ -6, first aid -8, physician -4.
Yeah, he obliges. He starts bellowing out, "Listen up, men, anyone who's
Oh.
still alive!"
I did it.
The king could live, but he is in need of aid.
Yeah. He was a dick. I'm saving the live and conscious one.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, and I will tell the general. I will meet you at Brolette or Broly.
Brawler.
Brola.
Yeah, I imagine you've consulted maps together.
Yeah.
He's just like, "Aye, if we can make it." And then the Usagi all start tunning it.
Looking at.
Whoops, I'm still in draw mode.
My liege, I think we should get a move on.
He's
I say
talking to the
and
queen.
princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's my love. Father.
I mean, if any of the other people want to try to grab them, they can, but like, those are the two I'm saving.
I mean, I will attempt to help in saving as I can.
You throw the king over a moth and strap him down?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Alright. I see a banana getting formed here. I think we're all kind of burning out here at the minute, aren't we?
I
Or at
can
least
go.
most of
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay.
I think it's just a lot has happened in a short time, and a lot of it is ridiculous in all the right ways.
I'm still processing most of this information.
Spot accidentally killed a lot of people.
But he invented
What?
one brand new person who's way bigger than all those people combined. But will only live 10 years.
What do you mean accidentally?
Oh, hey-oh. I should have used the last break as an opportunity to go and empty my bladder.
Earth you were, and earth you shall become.
I mean, if you want to make a quick bathroom break, I think the rest of us can talk in midair
Alright, yeah,
while we
no.
fly off.
I'm going to mute my side, but you guys are still alive while I'm gone.
Are we gonna? We're taking off, right? Well, okay. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to. So who are you guys grabbing? You're grabbing the king leaf. Anyone else? I assume you're dudes because we have how many? 8
Yeah.
moths that can fit 2 people each.
Yeah, possibly.
All right. So all the Dithovians in the group don't need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I put 2 on the queen and the princess on one. Sounds like Leaf puts it on the other. Who else are you saving, Leaf?
Just the king.
Not your guys?
Guys are rallying.
His guys?
My guys are rallying.
Against the tsunami.
Not against a tsunami, away from a tsunami. I mean,
All right.
can I save? Like, I got like 40 dudes.
I mean, you could save the strongest of them. We have 7. We have 6 more moths.
It's impossible. Just start all over again.
I have one ghoul flotation left.
You have what? What he left?
Goo of flotation.
Oh,
Yeah. How big is the area?
What's going on? Someone planning
to
a.
save your 40 guys.
Possibly.
Kind of forgetting that you've got like a few hundred Usagi.
They're booking it.
On foot. I'm not sure they can outrun this.
Can we outrun tsunami?
Well, I don't know what else we can do.
Okay, so the ghoul flotation is 3-yard radius. And up to 5 tons.
Okay. Making some kind of floating platform for people.
How big is this freaking tsunami?
Huge.
That was just my guess, but I'm thinking it might be the entire coast everywhere.
At least the south.
How many knobs to get all the way to Asheville? That's crazy. 60 knobs. Wow.
Oh.
I mean, do you have a thing that can summon more moths or something?
Giant ducks. Pelican. That scoops them all up in its mouth.
Luke, did you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I'm unmuted on stream.
Cool, just checking.
Good check.
Yeah, the 3-yard radius could fit like 40 people. If they remain standing.
You could fit 4 friendly people in a hex together?
Possibly, yeah.
Might want to tell them to get together, though.
Leaf's currently ordered a bunch of people to spread out a load. And the Usagi kind of starting to sprint north.
Like, what's their run speed again?
Like 10. These ones are magically enhanced as well to be able to carry more, I think.
Okay, I'll look for like a piece of rubble. That's roughly the 3-yard radius size.
Yeah, there's like a big platform from the throne room intact down below you.
I'll splash the goo on it.
Bloop, bloop.
And if you wanna save yourself, climb on this thing.
People are looking at it. It won't float.
He's an alchemist. It's floating. Chill out. Just get out of the thing. That's ocean is coming.
People start climbing up, grabbing onto it.
And I'll tell
It'll
them,
float, but what happens when a tsunami comes in?
It pushes a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah, no, I'll tell 3 of the moths to grab at specific points on the platform and fly it gently.
Let's see how these moths manage this. Yeah.
Oh, float in the air, not float in water. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. The ocean's coming. I can't deal with this. Gotta go. All right, I'll see you guys at the next town.
Yeah, Warren's afraid of the ocean.
Yep.
Terrified of the ocean. And loud noises and reptiles and spiders and insects and being alone. Oh shit, someone's gotta come with me. I'll go with the princess and the queen.
Well, I think moths are currently booking it north.
I'm holding on.
Do you think you'd have about a day of travel? Before I can look at you again.
Me?
All ears.
Probably.
That sounds
We'll
good.
see how this goes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Usagi probably gets as high ground as possible. They probably aren't trying to outrun it. They're probably just trying to get above it as well as they can.
Yeah, it will have. It won't be significantly high by the time it reaches here, also. But it will cause a lot of shit. So let's have a look at Doman. Who's currently. Yeah.
I assumed hereabouts.
1 second. Yep. Pretty much right there.
So traveling through, following where they say to go to find.
Mm-hmm. Once you reach the upper floors, they like motion say, "Will you be quiet now and careful?" And then they like signal for you to follow in a kind of specific pattern.
Doman follows.
This place is really warm, and there is a rumbling going ahead. It's like shaking everything. Dust falls from the ceiling. You arrive in a huge, probably 50 yards across, big open empty room aside from a few pillars stretching up 10 meters to the ceiling. And in the center, there is sat cross-legged Borisov on a throne of Stygian iron.
Ugh. You know that murder rock? Let's sit on it.
Yep.
Doman will advance.
Do it. He's gone for foreseeable future. Kill him.
Does Doman get all the way there?
Yes. Wow.
All right, then he will do an all-out an all-out double telegraphed swing to the.
All right.
Oops, that was damage rather than skill. Yeah.
Retribution. Normal damage only. His skull caves in. There's a dusty crunch, crumble. I cracked my knuckles too recently to do it again. Oh well. Really need a pumpkin to hit with a hammer.
I can't crack my knuckles on the thing because I need to hold the push to talk.
I can do as much as I want.
There you go. Someone twist some celery for me.
The good old Javert fall. It sounds exactly like celery.
I made that noise again. Yezhova just goes like, huh. The fool. And he said, yes. Congratulations.
What now?
Now I suggest we take ourselves to the eclipse. Or at least prepare to.
Very well.
We will need to head outside and up. We will need to go to where it is strongest. And still we may fail, but hopefully we can get there. And on the other side it may be not pleasant. We might even be too late. We should prepare carefully, maybe not go immediately. Oh wow, another interesting roll that I just made secretly. Oh, okay. I think you do decide to wait 24 hours.
Alright.
They will start preparing. They can do it. But that's how long it's going to take them to prepare the ritual. And so in that case, let's have a skip forward 24 hours and see where we're at. So you guys are the only ones traveling. You could definitely make it all the way to Clear Rough overnight.
Cleric.
Cleriff. Welcome to Cleriff.
You might want to roll the king's health checks while on the back of a moth while someone holds him on.
Cleric if you're Welsh. Cleric if you're Scottish.
He dies almost immediately.
With that 16, yeah. I would certainly say he would.
Didn't he have like his mancers looking after him?
I did mention Mansers looking after him. No, I think the Mansers died. I think they like stabilized him and then died shortly after stabilizing him. And so the king had like a piece of his cheekbone pressing on his brain. And like it jostled a bit on back of a moth and just went all the way through it to the other side. Like he does a death rattle as is alongside your leaf as his eyeball rolls out of his head. Like bloop. The king is dead. Long live the queen.
We land in Krach,
More like on a hill nearby Clearuff that's got a fair bit of actual vegetation still on it. You've watched that the scenery has changed significantly. Plants are regrowing rapidly over areas that didn't have it before, and new hills are appearing. You didn't really manage to get a good look at the after effects of the tsunami. You did overtake the Usagi pretty quickly. But you assume they'll catch up. You hope they'll catch up.
Well, we're meeting in a town that's way further away, but yeah.
And my guys, they mobilized, right?
Yeah, they're with you.
Usagi shortly after. Oh, they're with.
Some of them are with
Kind?
you.
Okay.
All of your guys, as air quotes, the worthy warriors.
Yeah.
They are all with you on the floating thing being carried by moths.
Oh, cool.
Most of the
How many of them do I have?
there are. I'm just gonna roll for this, and I'm just gonna roll. You roll for it. Roll 3d6. Aim
It's
high.
like you came all the way over here to die in a
7.
tsunami.
To be fair, like Luke said,
I think the Usagi will make it away. Just
7's pretty good.
They're quick.
yeah, they are quick. And 7 is decent. You got 7 of your best dudes with you.
Oh, we wanted high this time?
Yes.
Suck.
Yeah. Sorry.
7 of 40.
Oh, did you have 40 before we already?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, ignore that then. You've got like 30 guys with you. $30 dudes.
Nice. 30 strong.
And 24 hours later, I think you land. The moths are absolutely knackered and need to rest. And you pretty much stay in the same place until evening.
I look over in an exhausted state over at Spot and go, "What the hell were you guys doing while I was gone?"
It's over. The world is ending.
Use your words.
He's speaking in
Kills his
Verth at minute.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Sad fart
I'm
noise.
gonna psychology this.
Prick. You can roll psychology, but Z Warrior is under no obligation to be affected by it.
By 3.
You notice he's going crazy.
That's.
I'll
sure.
look over at the new guy. Leave. All right. He's obviously gone at this point. Leaf, was it? What is happening? He's saying the world is ending. Is it the giant eyeballs that's ending the world?
Doman did something and created a void that is expanding and eating the world. And then came here, building an army. Dory.
And the eyeballs are...
His doing, and I pointed at the Spot. I know not what it is.
You
leave
flew-
for a couple months and they end the world.
You flew over a few big scars in the land that looked like closed eyes. And you flew over other bits where eyes were opening slowly and looking around.
Okay. And Lee has been kidnapped by a necromancer.
Is that way?
Okay. Okay. And okay. She throws her hands up and just, I'm going to sleep. I'm done. It just kind of plumps down in the middle of the ground.
You do notice there's a cave nearby where you've landed. Quite a large one that was definitely not there before. Like a huge valley that's opened up, and at one corner of it,
Yeah, I don't trust anything anymore.
a big old cave entrance and it's got hot wind rushing in and out of it rhythmically.
Yeah, that's a nose. Screw that. There's eyeballs on the ground. That's a nose. We're not climbing in the planet's nose. We're staying on the ground.
Hope you don't find the mouth, which is just a constant scream.
But yeah, she's going to sleep. Actually, shit. She's calming down the queen. Or she's actually not going to go to sleep. She's going to stay awake and.
I think the queen and princess are passed out.
Oh, okay.
Most humans are currently passed out. Humans are
Okay.
non-heroes.
She passes out.
I am going to go back to my plate of meat.
Yes.
I going to bed. Screw this. This is too much.
Well, 24 hours later. Not than just then. More like 12 hours later than just then. But for
And then-
Ulrich, it felt like nothing. You may recall your vision narrowing, shrinking to a single point. And then a sudden bright flash, and you're almost blinded. What's your HT?
By the light.
Oh, you make it. You blink a second, but then you see that you're still there, floating in the sky. Except the scenery around you's changed. The floor's soaked below you. You can see buildings poking out of shallow water. And you are suddenly falling.
Whoa!
So are Sigmund and Tabra in front of you.
Also, a bunch of
A
wizards.
couple other dudes, right?
Yeah, a few wizards also. There's and all of you suddenly get slowed down just before you hit the ground, and then you sploosh into the water, which is like waist height-ish, up to Tabra's chest, but he has not splooshed into it. He is chanting and pointing at Sigmund. He just goes like, oh wow. Sigmund like twitches and grimaces. He's just like, it won't be that easy. Backs up and draws his sword. Sorry, go on.
Can I stop the spell he's trying to cast, or is it too high?
No, you can try.
Tabra, I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm not gonna let you cast. Whoosh.
Yeah, there's a crack as he's like, ugh. He turns to look at you. Don't make me kill you, Ulrich.
We need to work together, not against.
The ether sphere nearly crashes into all of you. But, like, Tabra snaps something that he were holding in his fist, and it comes to a stop just a couple of
Like
meters
the
above
time
your heads.
machine in Futurama.
Yeah.
Enter a world 10 feet lower than theirs.
Yep. But I think comes to a rest. The wizard's kind of like, and they're all furiously rubbing trinkets that they've all got. What has happened? Where are we? What's going on? Dabras, I'm warning you, Ulrig. And you, Sigmund. Where's my daughter? He screams. Tabra sighs.
I do not know, but we can find out. We just need to solve this without killing each other.
Your daughter is 150 knobs northwest. If you want her alive, you'll cooperate. Going to English nasal voice. Ulrig is willing to work with me, aren't you, Ulrig?
Willing to work. That's well. I do not know why everyone wants everyone to die. Are you all insane?
I know Sigmund is.
No, he's just overprotected.
Spits. Northwest, and that's where we're going right now.
See what I mean?
He starts
One
wading
trail,
through the
one
water. One of the wizards shouts back, Sigmund, you fool, will take the ethersphere. Even without Lee, it's perfectly capable of traversing in the air. A couple of them are climbing in. The Grand Mancer is not there. He definitely was left floating in midair, where he was once strapped into a seat. He just was suddenly falling to his death in the courtyard 24 hours ago. His body's currently crushed under a bit of rubble and under 4 feet of water.
Can I heal that?
He dead.
He did. Okay. No, I
He
cannot
did.
heal that. Like he's gonna look at it, shake his head. Yep, I cannot heal that.
Climb in the ethersphere.
Will you be fine?
And Tabra actually moves on over and starts climbing in it.
I'll climb over if there's enough space.
Yeah, it's quite spacious inside.
Okay.
I mean, it's already like a pretty big brassy sphere, but it somehow feels a bit bigger on the inside. And once you're all climbed in, the wizards as well, they're like, who are you? Who is this man? What's happening? And Tabra will explain what just went down, I'm pretty sure. Explain that you've waited 24 hours in a rather convenient manner to escape murder by this one. And it lost him his daughter in the process. Maybe you'll be more careful. I ought to kill you where you are, Ascada. It's like, now, Sigmund. And they banter and it goes back and forth and what have you. There's only a single window, and it's mostly obscured. You don't really get a good look
Is
out
it
of
also
it.
Coxoneist?
Yes. But... Meanwhile, in Clearuff, you're all out preparing the moths, getting ready to set off again. When you sense something, Spot, you are the only one left to sense it. And you do. There's something extremely magical approaching very quickly from the south.
Something approaches.
Great. Did the moon grow legs and is chasing us down now?
You can see a
Maybe.
bright purple twinkle in the sky. Approaching fast.
I imagine it's just going to go by, flying past us.
It does. It's like when a jet goes past you. And there's that.
Okay.
And I think at that, maybe we should leave it for tonight.
Yeah, sounds good.
As you watch this purple shooting star go by over your heads. And the camera zooms in through the window to show Ulrig and Tabra and all them and Sigmund sat inside that purple bright light that just flew past. But as that scene began, we first saw the purple bright light pass over the Usagi, who were marching, and looked up at it as it went past, and then sped back up.
I think it's outro time.
Yeah. What about Doman? What's Doman's final moments look like?
They looked like a bunch of
Oh yeah.
undead things hammering on him.
Those were what his final moments looked like. Yes. But no, you're just about getting ready to cast the ritual. Yeah, you're all getting ready to step through.
It should be raining in the mountains, the Eastretch Mountains.
It is indeed shucking it down. The place where they're casting the ritual is a huge pit of lava. That is definitely the final scene for Doman. This is where we will go, closest to best place. And it is like overlooking a caldera, is it called?
Yeah, that's a volcano lake.
Yep, big old basin of lava. Below you, bubbling manically and furiously. It looks angry at minute. And the credits roll. So that was Shards the Void. We are the Kobold Cafe. I'm Luke. I was GMing. We had all the usual suspects. Z-Warrior.
Yeah. I was Spot, the Vertan Alchemist, the Planet Awakener.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy it. I enjoy. We had Everoth.
Hello, I was your happy bard, as always, trying to keep you safe from harmful magics and heal them.
Unfortunately, people have been fallen on by buildings and been underwater for a day are hard to heal.
Yeah, that's like how you say quirk of the job, where you're like, well, I can't do nothing. Let's get some drinks.
Especially when it's by the thousands.
We had James.
Hey, I'm James. I played.
Sorry, there were less happening for Leaf to kill today. But it's a coming, I believe. And finally, We had Terra.
I'm Tara. I played Ilklid and Orn, and yeah, I think we're wrapping up here on this soon. Catch us next Friday for the game I run, which is Fathom. It's a lot of fun. It's more episodic than this, and yeah, so it's easier just trying to jump on in.
Yeah, just drop in and watch that. It's fun. We do fun things.
You can catch us at the Cobalt Cafe, or just Cobalt Cafe on Twitter.
At Cobalt Cafe, thecobaltcafe.com. Past episodes are on YouTube. Click our logo on our Twitch channel to get to that.
Qu'est-ce que fuck, Luke?
Like and subscribe.
Kiss ka fuck.
Smash that bell.
I was saying, asking what in French, but replaced the last syllable with fuck because you skipped someone in the outros.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. What how did I do that? Kiss that. Say fuck indeed. The one who started it all caused all these problems for everybody. Jared.
Jared played Doman, and might be time skipping up to a boss fight soon.
Yeah. Might be that. Found a cheat code. It's one of those soft, what are they called, soft barriers or something in speedrunning. Well, but thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.